Alien vs. Ladder, episode 17. Welcome back to the channel. We are at 319 on our march to 500 asterisk. And the asterisk is just finding the best alien deck list possible in Edison. And we're getting there. Speaking of the deck list, I've made a couple of changes, just small ones. So I decided to put the Swords Revealing Light in the side. We can bring that in against more like OTK and really aggressive based strategies. I was just finding it wasn't really doing a lot. It was oftentimes just getting destroyed or expiring. So I opted to swap that out for another monster. I know, I know in one of our matches last episode, it seemed like, 2 episodes ago, it seemed like we had no shortage of monsters with that Royal Tribute, but I just thought it's still a light, it's still a Gemini, so it has pretty good synergy, and so we'll see how that goes. I took out the DD Warrior Ladies from the side deck because I just wasn't finding them too impactful, and instead we've obviously got the swords. I've put in another Book of Moon to help with the decrees when we side them in as interruption, and I wanted to try out a couple super polys in case we come across anything that is playing water. Oh, you know what I just realized? Earth as well. So I've chucked in Gaia in there as well, because obviously we are playing quite a number of elemental heroes, so might as well have the other legal boy in there. So that's our changes. I've also added in a super elo beast Raptinus into the extra. This is for if we come up against Gigavice, because we can use a Gemini and a Gemini, so that's our Hypno or Alias with their Gigaplant. And so, yeah, we'll just test the Super Poly. We haven't come up against too many water decks so far, but I just thought maybe it's worth trying out. So that is the build that we're rocking with today. Let's get into some games. Alright, first match of the day up against Regulus Mon. We lose the rock, paper, scissors, so we'll be going second, but that's okay. Going second isn't always the worst. I feel like going second in Edison, I don't know, It's a mixed bag. Obviously it does depend on what deck you're playing, but this is an interesting hand. We've got the Rhoda, Alien Ammonite, Honest, Thunder King, and Gold Sark. Opponent is going to set 1 and a couple back row and pass it over to us. So we draw the MST. We'll go to standby and see if that's cool. And we'll go to main phase. Here, kind of just tempted to go for the Stratos play, just because we can then summon the Thunder King out without needing to worry about searching. So we'll just go Rota into Stratos, and then summon out the Stratos and declare. And we will grab... they're going to chain TT. Alright, sure. Cool. It's just a Vayu, sure. I'm also going to chuck down Gold Sark for a Future Fusion, because Future Fusion really does turn a lot of our stuff online. And at this stage, they don't really know what we're playing, so we'll just set the MST and we'll pass the turn. We are... oh, they just pass. Okay, alright. We'll go standby 1/2 on Sark. Main phase 1, we got the double Honest. So I think here, I mean, I could MST this back row, but I don't really feel like I need to right now. I'm just going to summon out the Neos Alias. We'll see if this is good. And we'll go to battle and just swing on in. I have a suspicion they're just going to drop a Sirocco on us next turn, in which case the Honest could be really good. We will see. Paying 800. Sure. You may have our Neos Alias. Are we tributing it for Caius? I will chain... get the Starlight Road, sure. It's banished. Take 24 Hundy. This is all fine, because we get Future Fusion this turn now. Ooh, Heavy Storm. We will add the Future Fusion to the hand, and then this is going to allow us to fill our graveyard, and then we can attack over this with Golgar and have Honests online as well. So we'll throw down the Future Fusion, and we will go and show them the Absolute Zero, and we will dump our Alias and our Hypno, and then we'll summon out Ammonite and declare Ammonite. I'm guessing they're reading Hypno. It's a pretty common thing. Target this. Just ask if that's all good. They might be reading Ammonite. It's basically for DD Crow. I'm just gonna summon it. It's just effectively, it's uncommon that they would be main decking DD Crow, but just in case. We'll go for the Golgar. I'm not gonna bounce Future Fusion, I don't think. I just don't think we need to. We've only got one Neos Alias left in deck. Don't really need to thin it out that much more. So we'll go battle, and we'll attack into the Kais. Hit him in for 200, and we'll pass the turn. So it can't be attacked over, so that's something. We'll see what they can do about it. Maybe some back row. If they set a lot of back row, I would be tempted to bounce the Future Fusion, but we'll see. Just a set monster. Ooh, another Ammonite. We'll put a counter on that bad boy. I think I will summon out this Thunder King. It's possible that this could be a Hamster or a Raikou. So I'm gonna attack with the Golgar first, just in case it's a Raikou. It was a Sirocco. Interesting. I've never had anyone set Sirocco before. That's quite curious. They'll take 19. They can't attack over either of these. Yeah, we're good to pass the turn. Because obviously their Vayu's online, but at this juncture, we're not too worried about it. They set 2 and pass. Standby. We will get our Future Fusion. And we know Torrential's gone. Just ask if this is all good. It does get bottomless. Okay. Sure. I wonder why they didn't activate Vayu. Do they have a Gauze? How can we game them? If we Heavy Storm and attack with Golgar, it doesn't matter, right? Okay. We'll Heavy Storm because this should be game. Yes. Okay, cool. Right. Game 2. I quite like the Nox in this matchup. I actually quite like the Decrees as well. Although Decree going second, yeah, I suppose it could be fine. Do we want to side in all of that? That's a lot. Okay, maybe let's just calm down. We won't bring in the Decrees just yet, so we can leave out the Book of Moons. I don't hate smashing ground just to get over their big Vayu synchros, but you know what? Maybe we just don't need it. I don't mind swords to flip stuff to see whether it's Vayu or not. So going second, we'll drop the Dust Shoot, we'll drop the Call of the Haunted, and we'll drop the Hero Blast. I think that's fine. And we will... It's not a crazy side. I think we started off a little bit overzealous there. So we will be going second again. We got Judgment, Thunder King, Hypno, Thunder King, Ammonite. This is another very monster heavy hand. We're only playing a tiny amount of monsters, but okay. They start off with a Lure. Are we going to discard our whole hand? One day we will get to see an opponent discard their whole hand. Banishing a Vayu is interesting. They set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is many back row. We will go to standby phase and ask if this is okay. Alright, just checking, because there's so many back row down there. I would imagine there's going to be some number of bottomless and deprison and stuff, and I'm thinking I would, actually in this situation, rather a Thunder King get bottomless than a Hypno, so I'm just going to normal summon the Thunder King, and we'll see what happens here. Give us a thinky face. That eats a bottomless, sure. That makes a lot of sense. I'm not a huge fan of setting a Solemn by itself when they could just pick it off with an MST, but it does insulate our plays a little bit for next turn, so well, we'll just try it and see. We can't get Icarus attacked, so that's something, because we don't have 2 cards. I suppose we could, theoretically. Miracle Fusion is nice. So we'll go to the main. Let's try summoning out a Thunder King again. Let's see if this is good. Alright. Now let's eat a Deprison with it. It seems so weird to be eating up all... Oh, that goes through? Huh. Alright. I'm confused by that. I was going to say it seems weird to be eating up Spell and Traps with Thunder King. Oh, they've got a Brain Con. Sure, I think I'd rather Solemn the Caius. Oh, it's a Sirocco. Let's think on this. They don't have Vayu in Grave. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. We take that. Kind of tempted to set a Hypno. They Rota for Greffa. Oh, Armageddon Knight. Okay, I guess they just want to thin the deck before next turn. Yeah. Alright. Crusader is not really doing so much for us here. Yeah, we'll just set the Hypno past the turn. Would I Solemn an Armageddon Knight? That's an interesting call. Because they just have the Sirocco. Kind of don't want to. Yeah, that's fine. I'd rather keep the Solemn to try and protect the Golgar. Because this is a lot of back row to try and play through. Ah, they dump Plague, not Vayu. We're stacking for Plague. What are we making? I may have to Solemn a Synchro here. Going 6. If it's Goyo, I think I have to Solemn it. It is Goyo. I do need to Solemn that. Oh, we got a little bit of lag. Ah. R.I.P. Okay, yeah, they summon the Solemn, they kill this, they attack for game. Yep, alright, they got it. Cool. Okay. Now we will bring in the Decrees. No, do we want to bring in the Decrees or do we want to bring in the Shadow Imprisonings? Maybe we actually want to bring in the Shadow Imprisonings. We'll bring back in the Dust Shoot. Back in the Call. Drop the Swords. We'll drop the Crusader. Because they are playing a lot of back row. Maybe we'll drop the Fiendish Chains actually. It's not quite as good in this matchup. And we'll leave in the Nox. Okay. We'll try that. We will try it and we will get to go first for one game. This match. Alias, Ammonite, cross out, Gemini Spark, Alias. It's an interesting one. We will summon Alias, we will set Spark, and we will pass the turn. There we go. Okay. We have a cross out for a set monster. We have Spark for back row. We I don't know. It would be nice if this was a Hypno instead, because then that would turn the Ammonites on. It's unfortunate. All our stuff requires like a little bit of setup. Down comes Sirocco. We will spark that because we're going to lose our alias anyway. We'll draw one, and it's our third Ammonite. Alright, if we can get to a Hypno, we're cooking. Are they going to set a lot of back row? No, just 2. Alright, an E. Ooh. Alright. Sure. We have 1,000,000 Ammonites and an alias that we can get back with this E through a Stratos. Yeah. It's a weird hand to call the Dust Shoot on. I'm guessing at this point, wow, that is bad. Hey, how do you? Sure. It's a little unfortunate. It is a bit unfortunate. We'll go to main. We'll throw down the E-Call. We will grab Stratos and declare Stratos and get back our alias. And we'll just go to battle and attack. Turns the Dust Shoot into a +0. We got the D-Prison for that. Sure. That's fine. It means they can't summon out a Sirocco. If they set a Vayu, we can knock it, which is kind of tasty. Or that just dumps a Vayu and we get owned. Yeah. I mean, this hand is very unfortunate. I'm guessing they dump a Vayu. Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah, this is such a hard matchup just because Sirocco does beat our guys. And we seem to just be drawing no back row lately. I don't know what the deal is with that. Gale as well. Are we going for an Armor Master afterwards? Yeah, we unfortunately have to take all of it. I'm guessing we're going for Armor Master? Yeah. Down is the Master. Alright. We finally get Hypno. That might be too little too late. If we summon Hypno, if we set it, we take possibly gains 500, so it goes to 28, so we take 21. I think we just lose. Ah, it doesn't inflict piercing because it's summoned off Vayu. Right. Of course. Alright, so we set the Hypno. We'll set the knock and we'll pass. If they don't have another monster, we might survive, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. Three in hand. Oh. Yeah. Please don't have Kalut. No Kaluts. Alright. Honest. Well, we have to do it, right? We actually have to do it. There is an argument that we just don't attack with Golgar. We will declare special back Hypno. Is that good? This guy is like, can't be destroyed by battle, take no battle damage from attacks involving. At the end of the damage step, if you can't attack the monster, you can place wedge, remove all wedge counters. Yeah, okay. So that Armor Master is a problem, but it's a problem for another day, because right now we're making a Golgar. Okay. For now, I think we just pass the turn. Because if this is any kind of battle trap, we just auto lose. They set a monster, they attack into it. Yeah. Yep. Get a wedge counter. And they pass. Okay, Shadow Imprisoning Mirror. That's... okay, it doesn't stop it from being destroyed by battle. I mean, do we knock the set monster? We might as well. Got the Riker, okay. I'm gonna get 3 of them, sweet. Okay, big think here, because we can go into another Golgar. And like put this Golgar in defense and attack and... or we can summon a Golgar, summon a Ammonite. Synchro with this Golgar for Briar. Pitch something and bounce the Armor Master and the Armed Wing. This is a big think time. We have the Shadow Imprisoning Mirror, so we don't need to worry about this effect. Do we even summon out another Ammonite? Do we just attack with this and then make another one? Yeah, that's the better play if this gets Mirror Forced or whatever. Yeah, I think we've identified the correct play. That way we can have a Golgar in attack position. Yep, okay. Cool. Main 2. We will declare. Special out Hypno. Make another. They have basically nothing in grave. We will set Shadow Imprisoning Mirror and pass the turn. If they declare an attack with Armor Master, I will activate this. Activate Shadow Imprisoning. So nothing happens, basically. No. Yeah. I suppose I could have activated it when they eventually try and remove the wedge counter, but I'd just rather not have the wedge counter on there at all. Set another monster. Well, we know that's not a Raikou. Is this Future Fusion even still live? Oh shit, it might be. Huh. Alright, well I'm gonna throw that off. We've still got an Alias and 2 Hypnos. Yeah. Sweet. We could Golgar bounce this as well, actually. Just attack over this. Do I want to summon out a second Golgar, is the question. I could bounce them both and pop. But let's just go to battle. We'll attack in here. This is their third dark, but we're insulated against Dark Armed anyway. What are we thinking about here? Nothing? Okay, cool. Main 2. I will declare, target this to hand, and we'll place a counter on this. I will set a mystery card, and we will pass the turn. We know this can't be Raikou, so am I really... Like, it's probably a Necro Gardener, a Hamster, or a Vayu, right? Like, it can't be much else. We'll see if they attack with this or not, because we're just going to flip the Shadow Imprisoning again. Could be Plague. Ah, they put Armor Master in defense. Okay. Alright. We will draw. We draw Rota, which should be dead now. We can activate this, bounce it, use Golgar effect to pop Armor Master. Activate, declare, put a second counter, and declare to remove 2 to pop Armor Master. So we've dealt with that. I should have done this main phase too, actually. Because if either of these are a dark monster that like gets an effect in grave, we need the Shadow Imprisoning. Although realistically, what could that be? Like, I doubt they're playing Night Assailant, right? Let's attack this one as a Vayu, which they won't be able to activate. We'll set the Rota as well. And we'll pass the turn. This is stressful. If they have an MST, that's unfortunate. They're looking in their graveyard. Thankfully, Shadow Imprisoning negates in the graveyard as well, which is really nice. We get an absolute 0 next turn also. I will chain the Shadow Imprisoning. Do you have the MST? No. Alright. Stand by. We will declare our future fusion. We actually get absolute zero. Now, we could do the Golgar play of bounce these two and let absolute zero destroy their monster. But I don't think we need to do that. I actually think we can summon out this alias because we're insulated with the honest. And just try and get in. It's a hamster. Yeah. Main 2, we will set the bottomless and pass. Have we seen Heavy Storm out of them? No. I just need some insulation in case. Burial. Yep, that's all fine. They still can't Vayu. Chaos Sorcerer? Yeah. We will ask for Prior. It doesn't matter, right? Because of this. I will chain and also say negated due to mirror. Yeah, that's my bad. I shouldn't have asked for prior. Do we want to let this go through? It's 100. Sure. Gets us down to 400. Leaves us some. Yeah, we don't need to use the honest on that. Prison. Do we want to make the third Golgar? No, we don't need to, right? 600 over that. We should have game here. We'll attack with the Golgar in case they have Kalut. Just randomly playing Kalut in here. And attack with absolute zero for game. 1500. GG. Yeah, they were nice. We go up by 15, we go to 334. Ah. Well, I was going to say thanks for a fun match. I'll say it anyway, just in case they watch the replay. That is awesome. That was a real back and forth, but we came through with the Shadow Imprisoning, actually, so that was pretty sweet. This is earning its spot, I would say, in the extra deck. Yeah, negating the Chaos Sorcerer as well. Well, did it? I mean, we can bottomless the Chaos Sorcerer anyway. Like, they were just going to banish the alias, which didn't really matter. So weird that they chose to banish the alias. Like, wouldn't you go after the Golgar? But anyway, that is match 1. Let's see if we can get a second one. We're finding partners quick tonight, which I like. Got match number 2. Oh, we're gonna just... Do we do paper? Who do scissors? Ah. Huh. Oh, there we go. Alright, we will get to start this one off, which is always nice. See what we're working with. We've got Hypno, Miracle Fusion, Heavy Storm, Ammonite, Gemini Spark, Hypno. That's kind of okay. That's kind of nice. We will just summon out Hypno and set Gemini Spark and pass the turn. They got the Dark Arm Dragon sleeves. Are we playing another Vayu Turbo? Could very well be. I'm guessing they're having a read of Hypno. Hypno does cause a lot of people to stop and read. Going straight to main phase 1, we're setting a monster, setting a back row, setting another back row, and passing. I'm actually gonna Gemini Spark here. Got Plague. Okay. Just because I want to plus off this Heavy Storm. Opponent is ferociously shuffling their hand. We draw the Alias as well. Yeah, I'm going to slap down this Heavy Storm. If they've got Starlight Road, then... Are they activating it or are they sending it? What are we doing? Okay, they're activating it. Alright, sure. Sure. Let's throw off this Gold Sark. And here I'm going to go for Miracle Fusion. Kind of give the game away a little bit. We will summon out Alias. Ask if that's all good. If this eats a bottomless or something. Nope. I'm just going to attack. We'll just try and get in. They take it. Main 2, we will pass the turn. So we have an Ammonite that's online. We have Miracle Fusion that's technically online. And they're down to 2100. Plague Effect, stack for cost, please. Yep. We don't have a Miracle Fusion that's online. Sure. No attacks. Alright. Draw an MST. We'll go 1/2 on Sark. And phase 1. Do we want to run an Ammonite out here or not? It's kind of our only play. I actually almost just feel like T-set and pass. And just see what the opponent does. They solemned for this card to protect this card. So, like, is it any good? We're Kaiasing the monster. Sure. I'll take the 24. Alright, we get the Solemn. Add this to hand. Go for main. Do I just set the Solemn and try and insulate the Ammonite next turn? Yeah. I think that's the better play. Because we can MST one, Solemn the other if we need to, and that guarantees our Golgar getting through. Yep, we'll take 24. They set a monster and another back row. Okay, I'll MST the one that they set. Bottomless, that's a pretty good hit. Okay. Deprison is quite handy. Deprison is very handy. We will summon out Ammonite and declare effect. Give us the thumb. Grab Hypno. They are thinking here. What are we thinking? Compulse the Hypno. Okay. Interesting. Compulse the Hypno, not the one... Not compulse the Ammonite and leave the Hypno die? Do I want to attack into this? Not really. So the deprison and end the turn. I'm maybe going to deprison the Caius. We're in a very simplified game state. Well, I'm not going to be deprisoning the Caius now. We're popping the Ammonite. Sure. Okay, Mill Dark Armed and Gauze. I like to see that. I'll take 200 and then we'll deprison the Caius. Opponent is playing very fast, which is okay. Ooh, Gemini Spark's kind of tasty. Alright. We'll summon out the Hypno. Ah, the lag is very annoying. Alright, let's just go to battle and try and attack over the Raikou. They're going to compulse the Raikou. Sure. We'll just attack directly then. They're only on 2100, so... Okay, main 2 will set the spark and pass the turn. They have not a lot to their name. They're going to set the Raikou, I would assume. This is very interesting. Set the Raikou and pass. Alright, let's see what we draw. We draw Crusader. So that's just game, right? Gemini Spark, this, pop the Raikou, summon Crusader. If they have anything, we can judgment it. This lag is really killing me right now. Draw 1, Thunder King. I'll summon up the Thunder King, since we may need to protect it with a Solemn. Alright, we got there. Okay, it does appear to be Vayu. Well, I would assume it's Vayu. It's got all the facets of Vayu Sworn. We'll bring in the Nox, bring in the Shadow Imprisonings. We'll drop the Dust Shoot, drop the Call, Crusader, and Hero Blast again. Yeah, try that. We've got Compulsors, that's interesting. Okay, we open Thunder King, Heavy Storm, Ammonite, Hypno, Judgment. Can they set a whole bunch of back row and let us just Heavy Storm them for their life savings? That would be very cool. Just going to set a monster, set 3 back row. Alright, surely they've got a Starlight Road or something there. See if this is all good. Alright, we'll go to main. It's just too good not to, right? But if it is a Stardust, we can kind of out it with Gemini Spark. Alright, screw it. We opened Heavy Storm 2 games in a row. I'm sorry, opponent. Show me the Starlight Road. Yeah, okay, they got the Solemn. They are having a nightmare with typing. What else do we want to do? I guess we're just going to summon out the Hypno. Freaking DB bot. Okay, cool. Whatever. Summon out the Hypno. We will go and attack into the Raikou. Spark, question mark. That's fine. We might have Spark, we might not. Set the Raikou. Main 2 I am going to set the Spark and pass, because if they flip the Raikou... they do have the MST. Alright, cool. Yeah. Big gamed us. Lol, okay. Sure. I mean, it was get that or a Solemn MST, and I don't really like the chances of either. So that's all good. I mean, our Hypno's in the grave, which turns on their Release from Stone. What? Okay, this, I massively underestimated what we're playing. Why would you not make a synchro here? Gauze, I guess? Yeah, that's all good. Going for 8. Yeah, that's fine. Stardust? It's like, what is this back row? There must be something that they're protecting, right? Yeah, Stardust. We have a Golgar for that, but... Miracle Fusion. They also have a Plague. I think we summon out the Raya, set the Solemn, Because then they can't do Plague shenanigans while Thunder King's on the field. We'll just see if this is okay. Alright, cool. We're also acting like we have an Honest in hand, maybe? Although I don't think they've seen Honest out of us, so... Down comes Kawakimiru Guardian. What does this guy do? Ooh. Sure. Just crashing? Okay. Alright. That's fine then. We're not attacking with Stardust. Aha. Another Gemini Spark. Whoops. Yeah, we just go for Golgar, right? See if that's all good. I'm just thinking, there's not a world where we Gemini Spark, right? I don't think so. Alright, we'll get the Golgar. We have the Solemn to keep it alive. Alright, well, we'll see. They have the Compulse. We have the Solemn. Main 2, I'm gonna set this Gemini Spark and pass. I'm not feeling super confident in this position, but we will see. T-set. And pass. Another Gemini Spark. Their Heavy Storm and MST are gone, so we can kind of set like we're doing something. Do we want to attack? I'm going to attack. If it's a Raikou, they're going to flip it on their turn anyway. It's a Fossil Diner. Sure. Might as well be a Raikou. I'm going to set another card and we'll pass. Okay, so it's like rock, like dark rock stun, kind of? Or they may be like obfuscated with the side deck. I'm gonna Gold Suck for... What am I gonna Gold Suck for? Future Fusion, I guess. Are all aliens reptiles? Yeah. I think they all are. Opponent is doing a big type. Playing pure with solidarity seems good. Been there. They're going for this one. They hit the bluff. Or what we hope to make them think is the bluff. We mill a Dark Calling. Okay. Okay, so it is. We're just playing Dark Gaia or OTK. Oh, another Dark Calling. Uh-oh. We just lose. We just lose. We just lose. We just lose. Because we're banishing Gaia and Gauze, probably. Gaia and Dark Resonator. Yeah. Dark Gaia is going to be 41. $42. Okay. Sure. It's It's definitely 41, but oh well. We will admit defeat. Yep. Alright, so... Okay, we actually have a bit more of an idea of what the opponent is playing now. So... so, we'll lead off with the dust shoot. We want the swords, we want the Book of Moons, for sure. We could actually super poly the dark guys. That's kind of funny. Let's drop the shadow imprisonings. Let's... Fiendish Chain does seem okay. I kind of want things that stop attacks. We could bring in the decrees, in which case we could drop the Fiendish Chains. Maybe drop a gold sark. Maybe then we don't bring in the dust shoot. That's what, 7? Drop a Thunder King. Maybe we drop both Thunder Kings, because Thunder King's not doing a whole lot here. It's good monster pressure though. Nah, we'll just do that. Alright. Screw it. It is what it is. Let's go first. Let's see what we can do. Okay, we open Stratos, which is nice, and a Hypno. Alright, we'll just start off with the classic. Grab an alias to hand. And I'm just going to set the bottomless and pass the turn. If we can bottomless like a Guardian or something, that'd be pretty nice. Snowbow Man is good. Cyber Dragon is good. I'm not going to bottomless that. I am going to bottomless the Guardian. We take 300. The reason for doing that is not leaving a rock in their graveyard. I've got Heavy and Decree. I'm going to set the TT and set the Hypno. And we'll pass the turn. If they summon another monster, great. We'll TT them. Yeah, we'll TT here. Alright, that's fine. Oh, we're chaining? Compulse to the Cyber Dragon. Sure. Have I opened heavy all 3 games against this player? That's interesting. We know they have a Cyber Dragon in hand. I'm just going to throw down this heavy. Release from stone. Target special summon it. Sure. So it's just going to put it back in the graveyard. Yep. Alright. Normal summon Ammonite. Declare. Special. 21 versus 26. If they have Gauze. Yeah, we'll just attack this way. Okay, giving me a heart attack. We will sink for the Golgar. Set the Decree and pass. So we know Cyber Dragon. We're not scared of that. If they have Plague, it's not as good. Summon Cyber Dragon is fine. That's unfortunate. Yep, they have exactly what they need for Gaia Plate. Sure. Kind of forgot about Gaia Plate. So, if this card battles, attacking become halved. So it goes on to 13, so we take 1500. And we will take 2100. It's if it battles. Ooh, we're tributing? Vanity's Fiend. Huh. We could Book of Moon something. I think what we will do is set the alias, set the Book of Moon, pass the turn. Oh? Wait, why did they both go? Oh, okay, it does. We're banishing this. Okay. I will Book of Moon the Caius. We're getting pretty low in life, so... yeah, well, I'm gonna knock it. I just am gonna knock it. Okay. The classic combo of Book of Moon knock. Okay, could I get a Miracle Fusion or another Ammonite? We have Gigantes. Yes. Come on. Super Poly's actually something, right? Could get us to Gaia. But for now, we will be setting it and passing. And if they have another monster, we just lose. Okay. Come on. Miracle Fusion. Ammonite does it? We have to go into Catastrophe if we don't want the back row wiped though, which is not ideal. Okay. We do have to be playing around the Gigantes field wipe. Alright, we'll pass the turn. Set a monster, set a back row. I think I'm just gonna MST here. Hit the TT, okay. Knock's pretty good. We will activate the knock. I've lost my ability to target, but here we are. Oh, that's a good hit. We haven't seen Gauze yet. Is their last card in hand Gauze? No, it's not. They willingly told us that. Alright, we'll pass the turn. They're gonna rip a Dark Calling at some point. Rota. We have targets. If they don't have anything to stop this, that should be game. But we shall see. Oh, we got it! Oh, wow! Oh, that was down to the wire. What on earth? Literally, because they were playing Earth. Or Rock, I suppose. We go up to 348. We finally get 2 wins back to back. Oh, okay. Alright. Go up by 14. My heart can't take any more of this. I'm going to call it a day there. We are just over an hour recording. What an absolute time. Super Poly, bad call. I kind of want to see what they solemned to protect in game 1. We'll have a quick look. Hit the fast forward. Because they set 3 and we heavy storm them, right? Oh, they set 2. And so it's... They solemned to protect a compulse. Is that true? Am I... Did we know that already? Maybe we did know that already. We slam down the heavy and they solemn to protect this? That's pretty big. That's actually crazy. Yeah, okay. And they solemn. Alright. And the next game, I want to see... I'll go next game again. Yeah, there we go. Because I want to see what they had in their hand when they admitted defeat. What were they bricked up on? Because this was quite the game. I don't know that they should have summoned the Caius there, right? Over the Vanity's Fiend. Because if we have to book him in the Vanity's Fiend and we knock that, then they can summon Gigante's Tribute for Caius. Which would have killed us, right? Because how much were we on? This release from Stone was so clutch because it allows them to summon their guy. Because they're like kind of bricked up. This was nerve-wracking. Yeah, so they have Vanity's Fiend and Gigantes here. So that's a fine summon. This is always going to die. I just don't think they should have done this. Because we book knock this. We have 41. We would lose to 2 attacks from Caius. Yeah. So they have Torrential Gaia Plate in hand. And now they have Torrential Fossil Dino. I mean, we did get pretty lucky with that other knock, to be fair. Yeah, alright. Well, it is what it is. Thank you very much for watching. We are trying to do anything with these aliens. And I feel like we're dragging them kicking and screaming into somewhat playability. Feel free to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on other videos that we do. And I will see you in the next one. A massive shout out to channel members Riv and M. Thank you guys so much for supporting the channel. It means so much to me. And if you want to be like these guys and support the channel in the biggest way possible, hit that join button below.